Unfortunately, Coach Miller can't join us today. I was hoping that she'd be right alongside me and taking the heat from you guys, but I'll substitute in for her. Yeah, heading into this weekend's Big Ten meet, we're looking forward to it, to say the least. I mean, this is what we constantly talk about, Big Ten championships and what comes after that. Our kids are fit. They're excited about this weekend. Been here since July training, so now all the hard work and they're very fit right now. And again, very excited. On the women's side, I think certainly this is probably the most open Big Ten team race I've seen, certainly in the last 11 years. Any one of 4 or 5 teams could win the championship, and we're certainly one of them. I know Michigan is the big sister and defending champion, so I see a few little sisters looking to kind of be the spoilers. Oh, we like that one. That was good. We got that off the Michigan football team. Yeah, but like we feel very fit. We've coming off 2 great races at Nuttycombe. You saw what happened at pre-nationals. I don't want to say we tempoed out there. We certainly, anytime you run those type of times on that course, it's certainly not a tempo anymore, but had a great run from Lucinda Crouch in number 5 spot in. So we feel that we're very solid through our top 5. On the men's side, yeah, I mean, if you believe rankings, yeah, we're currently 3rd in the nation and certainly 1st in the region, but you know, all that goes out the door on Sunday. Certainly the defending champions aren't going to just hand us or hand anyone a team title. So, but we feel that we're in a good spot going into the meet. We're ready for the challenge and excited about that.
Mick, I know how much time you guys spend on physical conditioning. How much do you have to work on just the mental season long? You said coming into July to being ready for, here we are near the end of October and then into November. That's a long stretch to prepare in your head what you'll do, what kind of situations you face and how you react to that and how you prepare. How do you guys do that?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's, again, as you say, we start on July 1st. Preparing for this, and you know, again, it's we always talk about Big Tens and beyonds, and that's kind of that never gets old because there's a reason for that, and that's that mental part of it. You've only got a certain amount of mental energy. If you look at the guys' side, yeah, we go 8K this weekend, but after that, it's 2 hard 10Ks back to back. So you can only put in a certain amount of energy into a race in September. The Nuttycombe, you know, you heard me talk before about it. It was a crazy big meet. All those great teams that were here. You have to put that in perspective. We talked all through the month of September about, hey, Monday morning after the Nuttycombe race, it's over. And it's not worth, you know, being a Monday morning quarterback. You don't waste too much mental energy on that. Now's the time when you need that mental energy going into a high pressure meet like a Big Ten championship, and also for the next 2 meets. And it's the same on the women's side. We constantly give that message about, hey, hold back, and it's not holding back so much in a race. It's just holding back the amount of energy, mental energy that you put into some of those bigger races over the last month.
We know the success that Morgan and Ollie have both had the last 2 years. Anybody else on your squad that you could throw in as a potential Big Ten title contender, Mick?
When you talk about Morgan and Ollie, certainly, but Olin Hacker right now is rounding into great shape. I said that at the end of September after the Nuttycombe Invitational that Olin's going to get better, and he is. I certainly wouldn't rule him out. Ben Eidenschink has just gone to another level this entire season. It started way back last outdoor season. He had a great Big Ten outdoor meet. Tyson Meahy from Darlington's coming along real well. And then our 2 freshmen had a great run at the pre-national meet. So certainly on the men's side, I think we're looking pretty good.
Mick, you had 2 freshmen step up at pre-nats and Derek Peters and Schwabe. On the women's side, you also had a freshman, Lucinda Crouch, that stepped up. I mean, how rare is it to see 3 true freshmen contributing like this early into their Badger careers?
Yeah, when you look at the, these kids ran 5K last year in high school, moving up to 8K. It's demanding. We kind of made sure that during the month of September we didn't overdo it. We progressed slowly into training with them, didn't load up too much on their systems, and worked. So they got excited. They knew that once we took the red shirt off those guys, they knew that they were competing for spots on the Big Ten team. They had successful high school careers, and they wanted to be out there competing for spots, and they've earned those spots. And it's the same on the women's side with Lucinda. I don't know how many of you saw that race, but kind of controlled through the first 4K with her. She ran with Rachel for most of the race and then let her go. Coach Miller gave her the green light right at 4K, and she picked off 70 people. That's the type of speed. She's got some great leg speed, and you're going to need that on Sunday out there. So we feel that right now Lucinda's come along a long way in just such a short time.
Another question about mental preparation, and maybe more about strategy and how you go into a race. Maybe you have a plan, but I'm sure plans never, they're going to fall apart at some point. How do you prepare to be ready for whatever comes? I mean, there's a lot of factors. You can't have them ready for program for everything, so it has to be up to them to go with it, I guess.
Sure, a lot of it is you can, as a coach, try to control that, and you can try to predict what's going to happen, but you're wasting a lot of energy doing that, because you just, once that gun goes off, it's hard to control. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. How windy is it going to be out there on Sunday? But when you've got 2 big guns like Ollie and Morgan and Amy Davis and Alicia on the women's side, with a lot of experience up front and controlling a pack. Certainly on the women's side this week, it's going to be man on man. It's head-to-head competition. There's a lot of, each team's got 2 or 3 really stud individuals, and it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But on the men's side, I think a lot of teams will be watching what we're going to do. But when you've got Ollie Hoare, the defending champion, Morgan McDonald, the 2016 champion, up front, they're just experienced athletes, and they know how to control a pack.